Hey everyone, my name's Miranda, and today I'm here to do the BookTube partner tag with Chrissy from WreckedKid. So we each came up with 12 questions for each other, 10 about books and 2 that are just can be about any single thing you want. The questions she came up with are really interesting and really made me think, so I'm excited to answer them. Let's just get right to it with the questions. Here we go! First up is, if you had to date one of the characters that you hate the most, who would it be and why? And for this I had to think long and hard because it is a difficult question to think who you would actually be willing to date. And eventually I came up with Aspen from the Selection series because I figured that if I date him, perhaps I can go all Game of Thrones on his ass and poison his drink while we're there, and then we never have to deal with Aspen again. Yay! Well, I'm going with Aspen, but it's not going to be a pretty date. Let's just go with that, yeah. Next question is, if you could live in any dystopian world, which one would it be and why? This question was also very hard because it is no secret that most dystopian worlds, I'd say like 99.8% of dystopian worlds, suck majorly. And Hunger Games, Divergent, none of them. I ended up going with the dystopian universe that takes place in Legend by Marie Lu, just because I felt like that was maybe the more saner and safer of the dystopian worlds, even though I may not be correct in that. And I also thought that maybe I could go after all this stuff had happened in Champion, where the world is actually nice and dandy, and I wouldn't mind living there. And I might be able to be friends with June and Day, and that would just be amazing. So yeah, I had to go with Legend. Hopefully I don't get shot or stabbed. Woo! Of your 2 favorite male characters, which one would you choose to date for a little while and then dump, and which one would you choose to marry and spend the rest of your life with? I love a lot of male characters in the YA world, but my 2 favorite are Adrian Ivankovich from the Bloodlines and Vampire Academy series and Noah Shaw from Martyr. Very equal in my book because they're very similar. They have similar personalities, they're both smokers, so it was really hard to come up with who I would pick over the other one. But in the end, I had to give the edge to Noah because he is British. And I am a sucker for British accents, so I definitely had to go with him. Sorry, Adrian, but it would be fun while it lasted, right? If you could have any character as your best friend, who would it be and why? For this, I also went with Bloodlines. I picked Sydney from the Bloodlines series because I just think she's very intelligent, and I feel like our personalities would mesh very well because she's kind of that bookish, smart kind of person, but also the clever and kind of can people underestimate her. And I feel like I would get along very good with her, and we would have lots of fun disassembling cars and then reassembling them on the roof and stuff. So I would love to hang out with Sydney. It just seems like it would be such a fun time, and I would get to see Adrian more, so who doesn't want that? Which book series would you like to see be turned into a TV series? For this, I went with Legend because I've always wanted to see it turned into a movie, so I just figured, why not a TV show? Never understood why some books get made into movies like so quickly, like Divergent, and then other ones are just kind of waiting around. What makes The Fifth Wave better than Legend? That The Fifth Wave is getting its movie and its cast, and Legend is just like sitting on a half-done script. I don't understand how that works sometimes, but I would love to see Legend. I would love to see Haley Steinfeld play June. She is my fan cast for her, and I don't really have anyone for Day, but I would love to see that and get to see June in Day's world every single week. It would be awesome, unless it was a CW show, because then they would add a love triangle and ruin the entire thing. Favorite book fandom. For this, I went with a tried and true book fandom, and that is the Harry Potter fandom. I just feel like it's where my home is. I love everyone in the Harry Potter fandom. We're so excited and so enthusiastic about everything. And it's really the one place you can go where people don't pick on you for liking Harry Potter because everyone else likes Harry Potter. And when I first got my Tumblr, they were like the fandom that I would go to the most. Just scroll through the tags and all the stuff they came up with is just so funny. If you have not seen that, go to like Harry Potter Gifts and Harry Potter Funny, and you'll laugh your butt off, I promise you. Character you look most like appearance-wise. Now this question, my answer is probably not right because I don't look like any of these characters. They're all beautiful and gorgeous, and I'm just me. So, I don't know if this is right or if anyone will agree with me, probably not. But the character that I thought I looked most like was Lena Ducan from the Beautiful Creatures series. Don't know why exactly. I feel like the way I describe her, I've just always felt like, hey, that's me. And I'm not saying that I'm like that most beautiful, sexy girl that like Ethan thinks she is, but I'm just always like, I kind of sound like I look like Lena. So when I had to come up with a character, I was like, Why not Lena? If you guys don't think it is, please don't tell me, because I already know that this is probably stretching it, but really, what character do I look like? None of them. Who would your fictional parents be? For this, I went with Abe from the Vampire Academy series and Jocelyn from City of Bones. I love them both. I feel like Jocelyn is such an awesome, protective, but like down-to-earth kind of mom, and I would just love having her as a mom. I feel like she would have awesome stories to share about all her Shadowhunter days. And then Abe is just an awesome man. Like, who doesn't want him for a dad? Like, a boyfriend makes you mad and he can go and like, just like take care of him for you. Like, it just seems like he would be the awesomest dad to have. Like, so that's who I picked for my fictional parents, even though I don't think they'd get along in a million years, because Abe doesn't get along with a lot of people. So the last book question is, what is your opinion on love triangles? And I feel like I don't even need to answer this because I hate love triangles. We all know how much I hate love triangles. The book I'm reading right now, The Throne of Glass, has a love triangle, and it's like I want to like that book, but the love triangle is just like stopping me. Like, love triangles, I just feel like they're just a plot device. That's all they are. They're just to make tension between the real couple that we want, because usually in love triangles you can always tell who the character is going to end up with, and I think it's ridiculously stupid that 99% of all love triangles are a girl and then two boys, because it just kind of demeans female characters to me to just the love interest. It's like, what are you saying, that girls can't stick with one guy, or that all guys love girls? Because it's not the truth, and it just annoys me, and I find it pointless. And whenever I read a book with a love triangle, I get really annoyed, and it ruins the book for me. There are a couple ones where I can stomach the love triangles, but love triangles is just not good. No. Alright, here are the two non-book related questions. The first one is, are you more of a cat or a dog person? And after thinking long and hard about this question, I decided that I am more of a dog person. I don't know why, I just don't like cats. They're just creepy to me, and their claws, and they're just vicious little bastards who will attack you any chance they get. Like, cats, legitimately, your dog will die with you, but your cat will eat you if it finds your body. Like, it's just gonna go for it, and that's just not someone I want around in my life. The last question is, what are your thoughts on cheese? And first of all, I want to know, Chrissy, were you eating cheese when you came up with this question? Because that is a very specifically unique question, and I have nothing against cheese. There are many types of cheese, and I do not love them all. American grosses me out. Swiss is just, what's the point? Like, you're paying for less cheese. Jack is just, what's the pepper doing in there? Like, the cheese isn't cool enough on itself. Although I like cheese and think it's fine and dandy, I am not a cheese connoisseur myself, and that is my opinion on cheese. I would give it like a B. I guess in the overall food grade of my life, I would give cheese a B. Alright, so those were the 12 questions that I were to answer for my BookTube partner. If you want to check out Chrissy's video, I will leave it down in the link below, and she's going to answer the questions I gave her, which, poor thing, my questions sucked. I'm just going to admit that now. I will go check her video out. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you don't already, and I will see you next time. Bye!